Long centuries ago, in a time when small villages were built near rivers and green fields, there was a peaceful Muslim village. The people of the village lived simple lives. They worked in the fields during the day and gathered in the mosque in the evening to pray and remember Allah. In that village lived a poor but very kind young man named Yusuf. Yusuf's father had passed away when he was still a child, and his mother raised him with great difficulty. Even though they were poor, his mother always taught him an important lesson. She used to say, "My son, the greatest wealth in this world is faith and honesty. If a person has these two things, he is never truly poor." Yusuf always remembered these words. Every morning he would wake up early, perform his prayer, and then go to the forest. There he collected firewood and later sold it in the nearby town. With that small income, he took care of himself and his old mother. Life was not easy, but Yusuf was always thankful to Allah. One day, while Yusuf was returning from the forest carrying a bundle of wood on his back, he saw an old traveler sitting beside the road. The man looked very tired, and his clothes were dusty from a long journey. The old man spoke with a weak voice. "My son, could you please give me some water?" Yusuf immediately stopped. He took out his small water bag and gave it to the traveler. Then he helped the old man sit comfortably under a tree. The traveler drank the water slowly and then smiled. "May Allah reward you, my son. Nowadays, people rarely help travelers." Yusuf replied politely, "Sir, if we do not help each other, then what is the meaning of humanity?" The old man looked at Yusuf carefully. There was something thoughtful in his eyes. After resting for a while, the traveler stood up to leave, but before going, he placed a small pouch in Yusuf's hand. "Take this," he said. Yusuf was surprised. "No, sir, I cannot take this. I only helped you because it was the right thing to do." The old man smiled gently and said, "This is not a reward. It is a test." Then he slowly walked away until he disappeared down the road. Curious, Yusuf opened the pouch. Inside were several gold coins. His heart began to beat faster. He had never seen so much valuable money in his life. For a moment, a thought came to his mind. With this money, he could buy a better house for his mother. Their difficult life could become easy. But suddenly, he remembered his mother's words, "My son, honesty is the greatest wealth." Yusuf immediately closed the pouch. "This does not belong to me," he said to himself. "I must return it to the traveler." He spent the entire day searching for the old man in the roads and nearby paths, but he could not find him anywhere. As the sun began to set, Yusuf walked toward the mosque in the village. Some elders of the village were sitting there. Yusuf told them the entire story and placed the pouch of gold coins in front of them. The village imam smiled and said, "My son, you have shown great honesty. Many people would fail such a test." At that moment, a voice came from the entrance of the mosque. Yes, many people would fail. Everyone turned around. It was the same old traveler, but now his clothes were different, and a few guards were standing behind him. The villagers were surprised. The old man walked forward and said, "I am a minister of the kingdom. I travel across villages to observe the character of people." Then he looked at Yusuf and continued, "You chose honesty over wealth. That is why you have passed the test." He placed the pouch of gold coins back into Yusuf's hands and said, "This wealth belongs to you now, because only the one who is honest truly deserves wealth." Tears filled Yusuf's eyes. He thanked Allah for his blessing. From that day on, the people of the village often told the story of Yusuf. They would say, "Wealth does not make a person great. Character makes a person great." And Yusuf always remembered the lesson his mother taught him. Faith and honesty are the greatest treasures in life.